wake up this morning ready to take on the world again and willing to make the changes in your life that is needed to win? Or do you just go on crying and moping? How do you deal with the loss in life? In my case, I've many loss on a daily basis. Zoe, good morning. Devika, good morning. Gomati, morning. Shamiza Khan, good morning. And that's a good question to ask yourself. As a individual, it's a good question to ask oneself. How do you deal with loss? Because this loss is inevitable in life. The loss, it might be, again, the loss of a loved one. And Wendy, good morning. Maiden, good morning. Kavita, Ravi, Narayan, Karam Chan, Urmila, good morning. Kamala, Eric, good morning to you, buddy. Bibi, Rawati. So there's a lot going on. And a lot of what I must say, just for public, make sure it's public records, threats have been made to my life. What is funny, and I choose not to really take it serious, is because these people go around and try to portray themselves a certain way. And poor people are very gullible. Fato, good morning. Andrew, good morning. Jean, good morning. Melissa, good morning. Katrina, Annie, good morning. Dwarka, Radhika, Narayan, no one do not like lose, but gotta learn, come back strong and conquer your fear. Yes, that is the important part. You're coming back. How do you come back from a loss? How do you recover from a loss? First thing, one of the things I've learned and I could impart with you is identifying the identification of a problem. Like when you go to a doctor or you go to a lawyer, you don't present yourself to a lawyer. Thanks, love. You don't present yourself to a lawyer and say, I need a lawyer. And the lawyer said, okay, I'm a lawyer and I'll take your case and it's done. No, the lawyer asks you some questions. That line of question is to identify what your problem is. So, who did you have a problem with? What kind of problem you got? Is it a land matter? Is it a divorce matter? What kind of matter you got? Right? This is what the lawyer asks the question. Then when he asks you who you have this problem with, that process, when you go to a doctor, you don't go to a doctor and watch the doctor and say, I need a doctor, and sit down there. The doctor asks you, so are you feeling pain? And where are you feeling that pain? So you identify the issue. One of the things that you must learn as an individual is the success in finding your faults and overcoming your failures lies in a great part in the identification of the problem. So everything, if you go to a mechanic, what happens? You can't pull up at a mechanic with the car and say, I need a mechanic for this car. What do you need the mechanic for? So while I'm driving, the car is stuttering. It's cutting off. I don't get the full speed out of the car. Are you hearing any sounds? No, I haven't heard any sounds. When I mash the accelerator, I used to go fast. Now it don't go fast. It is identification of a problem. Now, we're not talking about doctors and lawyers and mechanics. We're talking about personal life. So when you sit down and you realize, like me sit down there, me calculate, you got one set of lawsuit. You got more problem than problem itself. And now you go and line in somewhere and get a bus head. Something is wrong. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Like I go the other day by Butcher Bar for get some cutters. And I'm thinking, do you go in the bar? I ain't drinking. Right? Do you go in the bar and wait? Carol, good morning to you. Do you go in the bar and wait? Remember people drinking there? You mean drinking, but me want the plantain, me buy plantain, and me buy duck curry and different cutters me buy. Do you go in the bar? No, me wait in the parking lot and me tell Butcher, me say here. Y'all know Butcher Bar is now, and they got a lot of cutters, and so Butcher Bar is now on Sherry Street, over Pizza Hut, where Buddy's Pool Hall used to be. And they got a lot of pool tables inside there. Nice environment. You understand? So, I gone there. I wait in the car. Yesterday, traffic with Cricket. I get tickets. I give all the people who need tickets. Right? I go by a Sundar, collect 2 tickets, give boy this and that, warn everybody. And I calculate, yo, you had enough. Chill out. I come home and relax and watch a movie. Queen of the South? The thing name? Queen of the South. A series on Netflix. Yes, sir. I watch a series on Netflix. And you will imagine the amount of tickets I got. Oh, mama. You know what happened there? What?
You get one of the other ones?
Huh?
You got one of the other ones?
I'm just done brush my teeth. So I'll do it sweet. It's them. It's tangerine, right?
Mandarins.
Mandarins? Mandarin. A mandarin is a musical instrument, man. What are you trying to tell me, man? Mandarin. Mandarin. Oh, Mandarin is a language. What a Chinese language. It's Cantonese and Mandarin. No. I hear the word and it's adding up to fruit. Because it looked like tangerine to me. Is Mandarin same as Chinese? Is Mandarin and orange? Is Mandarin and orange, yeah. So mandarins are citrus fruit, yeah. An overreaching category. Mandarins are a type of orange, and the overarching category that the tangerines. Yeah. No, here what I tell you. Let me hear a word. And in the rest writing, he had me want it clear up. Because I'm remembering Mandarin. Mandarin is a language. One of the Chinese languages is Mandarin. So it's also a fruit. And I don't know if it's an instrument. What's the health benefits of antioxidants? They protect your vision. I should know all you. I wouldn't end up with these glasses if I didn't know Mandarin because it tastes nice. Right? So, I'm telling you. Identifying, right? So I realized I driving on the road the other day. One of me people them like doing a live behind the police and some people them, hey, you gotta stop at a wedding house. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Do you here? You gotta identify your problem. Mandolin. The instrument is a mandolin. Okay, beautiful. Spotted Stripes, good morning. Robert Ramp, good morning. Camille, good morning. And by the way, my mom is doing well. She is still in the ICU of the Woodlands Hospital. Getting very restless, by the way. Again, I'll laugh. So she said, I should have brought my walker. So I said, Mom, why do you need, aren't they helping you walk? And so, hey, she know, but I could help myself. They don't need to help me. So, yesterday I go, I check her out. We gaffing. And I you can't know what you don't know. And if you listen, if you listen to my mom, and I promise, when my mom comes out, I'm gonna have some candid conversations with her. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about these things. Life. I didn't want to talk about things with her that would raise her pressure. Remember, it's a blood clot she got in her head, right? I got the thing here, and this thing here, the honest truth is, this is gibberish. This is gibberish for me. Let me try doing this for you. An intra-alaxa labar hematoma is seen in the right inferior posterior temporal lobe, extended within the arterial. Listen to me. Here I tell you, I dropped out of school at the age of 14. No. I could read this thing, I could read this. Here I gotta read this thing. Abu lubu laba ababi. Remember gibberish? This is gibberish. The regular man is supposed to read this thing. You hear what I tell you? Wherever me mother got, from why you reading here, this means she got the alien in her head. This can mean not, I never hear nothing like this before. When I see them doctor, I got a whole different level of respect for them. Doctor talking whole different, this is gibberish. I didn't know I was becoming a doctor when I talking gibberish at school. I should have keep talking gibberish. I kid you not. You gonna peer? Peer done? All right. Huh? No, don't worry. I gotta work with them. What's just for breakfast? So this is the mandarin. What you going to eat for breakfast? What a way to start your day. Huh? Yeah, I'm telling you. If I had known where we the gaffing gibberish in school was a doctor, I'd become, and I would stick with it. Let me try. The total extent of the bleed is about 5 by 2.5 cm. This hematoma shows distinct distices, distinct dentices, a portion of which is more densities, a portion of which is more hyperdense, representing an acute bleeder. In all likelihood, it's originating in the temporal occipital here. Ibi ubu uba abe sebe. Just keep it. When I see them, doctor, right? Now, wherever I shake me and I say, yes, good morning, sir. You know, I think got great respect when I think him by you brain fucked up. Because men understand. Hear the man. In the middle of the head, by the left side, one the vessel bursts and blood come out, and you get one portion like so much. May I see one black spot on the CT scan? One black spot in the middle to the right side, like the hematoma, the blood. Oh, Jesus. Here, when me read the thing, me sit down, me said, Jesus Christ. Thank God is only the doctor that ever read it. Because, doc, me mother got blood clot in she head. They write on a paper what mean the blood clot, and they nearly give me a whole blackout in here. It's like GPL torn off. Total shutdown. You understand? This here, what cause the whole family forget brain problem. I kid you not. I kid you not. No. I can only imagine. When they tell you about your blood pressure, they talk about plane. So the elevation and the escalation. You understand? And the viscosity. The man talk about you like your engine. How them doctors get off, man? I like you fast and you overhearing doctor conversation. You got mad? You got mad. You have to know if English is Mandarin. You understand? Or Cantonese, if it's Chinese. What them attack? You ever see them right? You ever see doctor right? Prescription? There's the next one. Right? Me are if I do, you don't know. All them people who attack Jibril school when I turn doctor, but I can't make them now. I can't make them now. I'm too far gone. My head too hard. My head too hard. So, I tell you, how do you identify a loss? Or how do you deal with loss, right? And first thing you gotta do is identify the loss. You gotta identify that something is wrong, there's an issue. And doing that, you have to accept. No. Here what's been a part of my life, or a methodology that I've used over the years. Hey bro, morning. I didn't realize the phone rang.
Morning, bro. You taking calls this morning?
Yeah, talk to me. We always taking calls, buddy.
Yeah. So it's like I told you a week or so ago when them guys, you get into that little kerfuffle. When you begin to expose darkness, you always have to remember that you're going to become a target. It's not that you have problems. If you were doing everything everybody else was doing, stealing, robbing, raping, lying, you wouldn't have a problem because you're in the same boat. But when you begin to expose what other people are doing and you start to change your life and live on the right side of life, that's when you begin to start having quote-unquote problems. Now, you look at people like Geraldo Rivera, people that are, in your line of work. Those people suffer blows. People try to beat them up, hurt them, set them up. So, yeah, you pass in a wedding house and somebody said to you, yo, Critic, stop by. No, you're not a normal person anymore. You have left that stage in life where you were just a regular man on the street. You are now someone who is living the right life, doing something for society, exposing the lies, exposing the dark side and the corruption of the country to bring the country to another level where things can be done in the right way. And there are going to be people who are going to hate you because, remember, so many people are making money off of people's ignorance and the backsliding and the slackness of the country. And those people don't want to give up their lifestyle and the money-making things that they're doing behind the scene. So you have to figure out now as a journalist, as someone in the light, do you want to continue to do what you're doing? Is it worth the fruits of what may come? And
Daniel,
it may be that,
remember, we're having a discussion. This is not only about me. Now, what you're saying there is in its entirety true. Right? What I'm saying, before last week Sunday, did not absorb enough information to be aware of the circumstances of which I'm in. I was not supposed to be at the club.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
That's right.
you guys stop and ask yourself, if you were saying, man, you're doing this critic and this is gonna come, the things are, people are gonna be looking at you a certain way, how the fuck did I know? You understand? Something is wrong with me.
The people around you should have advised you.
No. Here what I'm telling you. Here. I'm fully well aware it was my lack in judgment because the people around me, here was the funny thing. Sometimes the circumstance around you is peer pressure. Right?
Right.
They ain't got no peer pressure. I don't relate to peer pressure.
Right.
The people around me is fishing and hunting and long drives. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't, me and Gabriel say, roll up and say, hey, Critic, do we go in the club banner and thing? You understand? It was me watching and let me pass. What's going on here? What's good? Because I too, I'm not that guy. Now, it's dawned upon me, and this discussion is in general, because I talking about losses as it relates to the cricket loss last night. But how do you deal with losses in your life personally? Are we going to wake up Monday morning and accept that we have shortcomings, and how are we going to address the shortcomings? How are we going to move forward? You understand?
People
So just,
with a high level of intelligence are able to do just that. It's the people who don't have a high level of intelligence that will then take a loss, regardless of whether it's a sport match, because you see sometimes when teams lose, people run into the street to start rocking up things, tearing up cars, fighting.
well, yesterday, I got some video. They beat up one another, and the fight, the cricket didn't done yet. And the star beat up one another. And I'm looking, there's a VIP section. Even if you assume, the last time there was a fight in the grass, man, even if you assume, you know how much was to go in the grass, man? I had to get tickets yesterday for some people. Me people them. Everybody's turned to me for tickets.
Right.
25,000 out of a Grassmount ticket. Grassmount ticket, I think, sells normally for $2,000, $4,000 or something. $25,000 boss.
How many days of work does that equate to? The average salary?
That's a week's salary in there, you know.
Jeez.
That's a week's salary.
Wow.
Huh? Now, bear in mind, these tickets were selling for that price on the black market. Right? So, those who really want to
So
go.
what was the price of the VIP?
Oh, VIP is about 300 US.
Jeez.
All in-
60,000.
Yeah. All inclusive. Bear in mind, the VIP's capacity is about 200 to 500. And if you can't find, remember a lot of overseas people come and say, and you can't find 500 Guyanese who can afford that. You're really in a bad country. You understand? So, that's a joke. We're talking about 500 people in a whole country. The VIP was a coveted spot. You can't get VIP because they ain't got enough space. It's not that everybody could afford to go or can't afford to go, you know?
Right.
Even a regular Harry. I'm telling you, when a regular Harry, let me say a regular Harry, a man up on the street, we're working for the same $25,000 a week. If he is not a big party guy, but he's a big cricket man, he could afford to spend $100,000, $60,000 on the VIP. Because he don't party every day, but he throw the belly this one time. Because them banner, let me tell you, 60% of the people who work for $25,000 a week spend $5,000 to $10,000 a week in liquor.
Yes.
The money don't go home super bets, and some of them is 25, is 100% they spend on super bets.
Wow.
This is how our country, the people in this country are in chaos. So,
Wow.
even the regular Harry, a laborer, who's not a drink man, would still be better off for the one time a year to go to cricket and spend this elaborate sum and drink and enjoy yourself, all expense covered in the VIP at $300. You understand?
Listen, I don't have anything against anybody who's a fan of sports, cricket, football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, American football. I, as an individual, I have studied history. Now, one of the things that I've realized is even the Roman Empire has shown that entertainment is a way for governments to lull the people into a stupor and distract them from the true things in life that you should be dealing with. And again, I'm not saying that anybody who goes into watch sports and do these things is stupid, they ain't got no sense, they're not educated. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you watch what happens in a culture of people who are focused on sports, and it is happening here in the US, you have more people sleeping outside, standing in the cold, long lines to go watch their favorite team beat up one another. But when it comes to voting and changing laws to better yourself, you can't get people to come out into the streets. So to me, there's an imbalance. And that's why I've
Black
never been
Friday.
into these things. Exactly. I've never been into these things. And thank God I grew up as a latchkey kid. I come home, I watch Julia Childs and them cooking programs. So me as a man, I could throw down in the kitchen. But I can't tell you nothing but no cricket and football and everything. And again, I'm not disparaging anybody who's into these things. I'm just saying, if you really pay attention and watch, you'll see that there's an imbalance that happens. All these white party and this cruise thing is a distraction. And I'm not saying you can't go. You go every now and then, but some people live for these things.
No,
buddy.
but I think it's also of a certain age. Like I'm looking at my kids, I'm looking at other people, and I'm thinking what I used to be trending with at that age. But I always had a progressive drive. I was never afforded the opportunity to get into sport. When I went to Brigham Secondary, I was invited to play in the basketball, to learn basketball. A coach came and they looked for the tallest guys and so. And when I went, after a day of practice, it was half day. I looking around for things to eat. I didn't have anything to eat, right? So I calculate, what really you doing? You're gonna work up a hunger. What business we driving? You understand? And at that time they ain't got no. Until now I don't think we got no basketball players who making a living out of basketball, right? So I calculating. This make sense. So I go back, I said, Miss Mingo, I said, what's the problem? I said, man, they just first they treat you for dribble and thing. And I said, man, they ain't got nothing to eat. They cause you for work up a hunger, yes, and then I would have turned a hungry belly basketball player. Yes, I don't care. This is a wrong thing for me. Okay, me, they know.
Shucks. Yeah, boss. But anyhow, blessings to your mom, man, and keep
Yeah,
up the good
she's
work.
gonna be okay. I'm gonna be doing some videos with her.
Yeah.
I didn't want to stress her because she get intense. She's like me, right? And you'll see where I come from. A little more. It is a little more evident than would be expected in her personality and everything else. So I'll be recording a lot. I maybe do a few live videos with her because I find it interesting. Yeah, there go. And the things she say, you would not believe.
Yeah, and you know what? For posterity's sake, that'll be a good way to document her and what she says. And, like older people, to me, they're walking encyclopedias. They're full of knowledge. They give you the, And,
she told me, she said, man, she's getting, what term she used? Not scotch it. She getting restless. Right? She said, man, yeah. So she thanked me for everything, and I said, mommy, you don't need to thank me because I think a lot of people want to be thanked for what they do. In my case, my mom, I see it unequivocally being a fact that my mom is wholly and solely responsible for my being. So
that's right.
I have taken the strong mind that I have and and worked my way up and molded it. But how do you get a strong mind? And my mom was telling somebody about me, and she was saying, you know, I only gave him the best steaks, and he only ate the best fruits. And I always remember that. I think I could never remember why I used to get so angry. Like I get into a fit of rage if I ask for mangoes, to buy mangoes. If I'm buying mangoes and I ask them and I say, here, I want hard mango. When I touch the mango soft. I fly into a fit of rage. You understand? Bro, I see dark. You hear what I'm telling you? If I go for buy bacon, salt, fish, and there's a bone inside, I would flip a switch. I could remember shying a bacon, salt, fish from over by Bobby's Car Park straight over to by Munishwari East Coast Car Park. Right? Because I just bite this thing and a bone was inside. Now, I could never remember, or I can't place where this all began. It's stupid, but where did it begin? Well, let me tell you. I remember my mom going to the market. Now, when I look back at it, I wanted to know, where did I get this attitude? What's the problem with soft mango? Like, mango's got a hit part.
Yeah.
My mother, when she buys mangoes, she feels them right away around the mango and make sure I got perfect mangoes. Bananas had to be unblemished.
Right.
You understand? What America now doing with the Chiquita bananas, and there's a certain standard. Me mother did do it for me since I was a little boy.
I think there's two things. First, being in the service industry, when people ask for something and they're paying for something, they should get what they have asked for.
No, but down here's a normal thing, because for instance, the mango industry, the mangoes fall from the tree, so it got for knock at a certain point. You understand?
Right,
but I'm telling you, I am so much in tune with my mom and how much my mom has contributed to who I am. There are things that only when I sit and talk to my mom, I realize that is the reason I have this attitude. You understand? Like I am was on a carnivore diet recently. And for the last few years, I'm eating steak. Every day is a steak and a steak and a. And I remember I left home at the age of 14. So it would have been 14 years, maybe 12, 13. It would have been 13 years or so. And then when I sit down and my mom is saying, I used to make sure you have the best cuts of steak. Not just, we have a meat, Guyanese here, we little back and maybe if I insult people and stuff. Then they know about beefing cook up. Me I tell you about steak. You understand?
Right,
a well done steak that's come on a plate so for me. 30 something years ago, me a youth mab, a whole steak. T-bone steak. You understand? I can remember my mom just do. And they got these round bones. I don't know what it's called, the one. And she makes sure it's cooked a certain way. It's cooked a certain way where the cartilage is inside. You understand? The bone cartilage is inside. No, not cartilage. Cartilage is the white hard thing. What do you call it? The soft, the marrow, the bone marrow.
The marrow.
And me mother now gonna cook and make sure the thing well seasoned up. And then tell me suck it out. Bone marrow is good for you. It was prepared that way. Specifically for me. So when I got a likeness of steak, and every time I just eating beef whole day. Lunchtime and dinner. 2 steaks. That's it. You understand? I go to England and an Italian girl proposed, said, I would love to marry. Would you marry me? I said, what happened? The girl said, I never see nobody eat. Me, Derek, and Lincoln sit down eating. And I called for 1 steak, 2 steak, fish and chips, and different things, right? So, while I eating, and the girl keep bringing things and I eating, I say, man, y'all nang order? So here the girl said, I thought you were ordering for everybody. Because by the time she go and come back, I done lash out. So she sure is who eat this thing. Right? I said, no, this is for me. But after I passed through 3 steaks and sides and then a fish and chip. And a fish is half of a fish, right? In a thick batter. When I take half the batter, eat the fish, them time like the serious for my diet thing. And I start pass through one steak, two steak of fish and chips, another steak, and so I going through. When I come here, the girl said, I said, man, take them guys harder. Because them and I sit down just watching me with yapping and I eating. And they harder yet. You understand? So I said, man, take the hard. The girl said, that is everybody think. I said, no, this for me alone. And me start it yet. The girl said, here, will you marry me? I said, what's this about? She said, here in Italy, we like to cook and feed and so on. You look like you eat all day.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
So, when you ask, why am I this way? Look me. Me eat my egg. 4 eggs, right? Watch it. Me eat my egg and you're watching. Nothing is in my plate. Me pick up everything in the plate. So, for instance, if you're giving me a portion of food, you gotta give me the exact portion, a little portion, and if it's possible, I'll take some more. Why? From a very young age, my mother taught me not to waste. I'm in the hospital.
Right.
I am in the hospital. And my mother, well, when I know she gone back sharp, she takes a plastic spoon, cuts mashed potato. Bear in mind, there's a lady just had a blood clot, you know. Slurred speech, in moving, they in ICU, you know. So, she takes a plastic spoon, cuts some of the potato, eat. When she eating, a little piece drop out your mouth. Take this thing, sir, catch the piece there. You understand? I'm looking at her movement because first thing, you gotta be sharp for realize, and your nerve and everything gotta be working out for realize a piece drop on you. You know, something is messy. Yesterday, I go. She lie down sideways. So she said, bring some tissue for me. I said, what happened with the well, you gotta watch cognitive skills when there's things with the brain too, right?
Yes.
So I said, mommy, where you want with the tissue? She said, oh, I put it to the side of my mouth just in case I fall asleep and dribble. I don't want it to go on the bed. You understand?
Wow.
So she's sharp, she's back. But I'm looking at her eating, and I said, Mom, do you want? She said, no, I'm stuffed. I had so much. You know, although my mother is sick, she made sure she cleaned her plate. Right?
Wow.
So from a very young age, I was always taught, you got to, don't waste food well. My mother, this is no joke. Me, my mother, my partner got no to waste this. Mommy, do you want anything? No, I don't want anything. So, I call for a set of different pastries. A thing like a shepherd's pie and a couple different things, right? I eat them a steak. And busy. Now I reach a stage where here I'm killing myself. Because that's what you used to make I get fat. Also to clean out the plate. You understand? Whoever got for left, if I make a mistake and take too much, it got for left. So I take a piece, and remember me doing pastries and too much sugar. So I take a piece of one of the pastries, eat the, take another piece, and mommy, do you want anything? No. Right? I eat, my mom said, are you going to eat that out? I say, yeah, mama, I eat out the steak. So all of these pastries that on the table in front of she ain't eating nothing. She had a glass of wine. So all of these pastries that in front of she eating nothing now that she don't want nothing. And basically a bite come out of all of them. I take a taste of all of them, right? So I call for the bill. She realized we left him. Me mother start up like clean up campaign right away. And start eating. I said, Tad just now. I said, Mommy, I thought just now you want to eat. She said, no, but you can't waste it. You already paid for it. You understand?
That's right. See, your mother comes from a time where, and again, the British influence, because my grandparents and my mother's the same way. And when you watch old videos and you watch Guyanese talking, them not talk like this and not talk like that.
No. Here, you want to get me more to push your nerves? Here? Here, when me do my Creolese thing, right? When I go, I say, hi, Mom, how you doing? And thing, right? If I say, me mother say, what's wrong with you? Why are you speaking like that? I didn't bring you up that way. Here, I don't think. If me mother don't watch me videos, if me mother watch me videos, you understand? It's trouble all day getting message.
That's right.
I didn't bring you up like that. You have to
That's
use the
right.
proper pronunciation of words. And
That's
oh,
right.
Jesus
Guyana was
Christ.
a cultured place, man. In spite of the slavery and the indentured servitude, there were positives that we got from
We still
our
got,
own
we still got, we
colonial
still got, we
masters.
still got.
Yeah, but
We
we got
still
to clean
got.
up ourselves, man. But anyway, listen, blessings to your mom. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, buddy, take care, man. So
Yeah, Brent.
just for you guys, you know, I'm trying to put it to you. It relates to the issues and this and that. And you know, my life has never been perfect. And the problems are not problems around me. I recently, it was brought to my attention, somebody brought it to my attention that maybe I thrive on this, right? And one has to ask oneself, who thrives on things like this? Controversy in it. And then I had to do some introspection. And if things are going on in the world, so there's a bar on Church Street, there's a bar that I went in Lamaha Street, there's Palm Court, there are bars all around the country. I could decide where I want to be. You gotta ask yourself, if you go to a place that there's a likelihood, some bit of a likelihood that you could get a problem, given who I am, is it a circumstance of the country, an environment, or are you drawn to this? I had to look at that seriously. Because one of the other questions I asked myself is, why do you do what you do? Because I don't sit down and, like for instance, if I'm here, I comfortably sit, watch a movie, and drink a glass of wine. I'm comfortable with that. Remember, I had these bar days. I had days I drinking every day, sporting every day, going all about the place. I had those days. Right? So I had to sit down and ask myself, you have the opportunity to build an empire, to do great things, to be a voice for people. Why act regularly? And what I always fought with is the fact that I didn't want to seem overly important. I didn't want to act like I was important, but it's stupid. It's a stupid way. I realized it was a stupid way of me not stepping up to the game. Because I am important. Every time I meet people and I talk to people, they treat me with a level of importance. It is me who choose not to step up to the game. Say, oh, I dare with the regular. No. I used to roll a certain way. Things have changed. Now I gotta roll differently. Simple as that. That is where you identify the issue in your life and you address it. All the years, you know what I did to explain why I do what I do is to say, oh, I don't want people to feel funny. You understand? I don't want people to feel belittled. But it was all the time me not stepping up to the plate and acting my age and my status. Yes. That is it. I accept responsibility for that. All the years. I sit down somebody at a time and I calculate like, it's bullshit. This is bullshit. How? Why can't I be regular? Why can't? It's not. Nobody does it. Nobody does it. No leader does it. No leader gets themselves tied up in the fray. What me I do there? Alex, what happened to you? But no, I don't have any court this morning. Yes. Athena is saying I shouldn't stand. It's not stifling my potential. You see, stepping up to the plate is actually taking responsibility. You have to act in a certain way. You have to carry yourself in a certain manner. So maybe I was dodging that. After it was brought to my attention, here, it's not like playing big. It's the things. So first thing, things have happened for me 4 years now. That's the first thing. 5 years now. That my life has changed drastically, massive construction, gone into all kind of different thing. Bam! Top of the world. I didn't catch up to that. I didn't catch. You imagine when I went to the club. I did not see the need to have to worry about anything. And a bouncer came to me and said, Mr. Critic, the boss says, let me stay with you. I'm to watch your back. The owner of the club saw so much importance in me, he felt I needed to be protected. Me work in the club, don't know I need to be protected. You understand? It's nobody's fault but my own. I always... Here, this is simple. You cannot stop being yourself. It's either you a people person or not. No, but Clifton is not people person. I'll always be a people person. I could be a people person, hey. I ain't interacting with everybody and get off and say, yes, I can't find myself in certain circumstances. What me being a people person has to do with me going in a cesspool of drunk people. I just see a video, fight broke out in the VIP section. Watch this video. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Critic. How are you?
I'm all right. How can I be of help to you, ma'am?
Okay, so this is probably my 10th time watching you from Connecticut. I started watching you because I've heard my parents talking about you, loving you and seeing what you do, and this is by far the best conversation. I can sit and watch and stay still listening because you know what? There's a lot of things that came out of that situation. There's realization that you've grown up, taking accountability, and realizing that you can sit back and watch young people do other stuff while you be yourself at a different age. So it's all good things. It's not morbid. Because the last couple conversations I saw you had, it was like you were questioning yourself, and it felt morbid, and I did not like it. So I'm happy that you've come to this realization on this calm Monday morning. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
Take care, and all the best to your mom.
Thanks. Yeah. You have to separate when you're on an elevated status. I do not mean that you're better either. It just means when you lie with fleas, you get bitten. Yes. I accept all of that. It's my fault. No. Hear what I'm saying. You see the video I showed you there? This is the VIP section. This is the VIP section of the cricket last night. The VIP section teaming with low lives. You understand? I sit, look, and thinking, yo, this is not how it's supposed to be at this time. You better speak proper or he will, David Singh, will insult you like he did to old people in Guyana. I don't know I don't know what you're talking about, David. Maybe you're on the wrong page. And yeah. So nothing is going to change. It's not our appearance. We're not talking about appearances. My appearance has changed drastically also. But we're talking about me looking within, and the reason I'm having this discussion with you guys is these things are glaring. Like, you gotta fight. You gotta fight with yourself over some things. I had to. Like, I'm asking myself, so why can't I be like I am not like everybody. This is bullshit. It is because I would have to now put more effort. I'd have to say no more. You understand? When people invite me, I say, well, I can't. You know, I wish I could. Thanks for the invite. You understand? But me going, no, what are you doing in a place with a pit? Listen to me. If you see people like they're outside of the ICU, the hospital, and you got people, got their family dying, and when they see me, they look like Critic. We want to photograph with you. Now, that same love and appreciation, for some people, when they see me as a result of how I've impacted on their life, they hate me. You imagine you got them two set of people, the ones that love you and the ones that hate you, and all of them drunk and you there in the place? You understand what I'm saying? I can't be the regular by Critic and the streets thing anymore. It's a thing of the past. Has to be dealt with differently. All I'm saying is you got to know how to deal with a loss. Right? When you've lost, strict rules drinking, once inside. I think in general, everything is drinking for Guyanese. Everything is drinking a rum for Guyanese. Everything. Sad situation that we found ourselves in. Recreation in Guyana is not food. I think Italians are more food and wines. Recreation in Guyana. And here, laugh, you could go to a place and it's only rum they're drinking. You got some places you could go to, it's like, so the drinking, I've seen it in like southwest in the States, right? Them rednecks and so. So they got sports people running, sliding, punting, cheering, being in a pool, and they got these games and the drinking. Or people might be playing cards. Hey, we sit down and just drink rum and talk shit. We developing a real, it's a low life culture. It's a low life culture because in the segment of cultures around the world, it's a low life culture because if you look back at it and how you benefit from it, all you get next day is a hangover. And well, the Indians didn't come into work Monday morning. There's statistics. When they drink the rum Sunday, this man, people looking for people for go to work. You understand? People looking for people for go to work this morning. Right? So it becomes a football. Banks, DIH, they're the first Guinness. You understand? And cricket, some rum there. You know? You're going to see a sport. The sport you're going to see. That's the high point of the thing. And music. Loud noise. It's crazy. It's crazy. We got a low life culture. We culture is a low life culture. You understand? We haven't pulled from, like I could remember going to fefe, like wakes, African wakes, is tete, like thing before the wedding. You know, there's so much of cultural thing, like now you got Navratri, I don't know if it's Navratri, but you got 7 curry, they got things you look forward to. You understand? They got things you look forward to that grows you, and you know, in the 7 Korean thing is healthy eating, nice relaxing the stomach from meats and these kind of things, right? So we think is promotion of alcohol and lewdness and loudness and vulgarity. It's all of that. But let's work and see how we can make better. Once we accept the circumstances we're in, let's see how we can make better. Guys, I want to thank you once again. And you know, for tuning in, you know, I could always keep it real with you guys because Monday is the most important day of the week. And we going forward, even with the plans behind the scenes to harm me. Yeah. You know, people got money, they think they could do anything. But everybody knows who knows what's going on. The authority knows who, when, where, what was the plan. Even with that, we forge forward. Guys, keep it real.